News First Alert Meteorologist JD Dishroon here. And as we take a look at your forecast, really for the next few days, you're going to notice some big changes. A beautiful Saturday lies ahead, but by Sunday, we do expect to see, well, more showers rolling into the area. Now, as for today, though, we topped out at 68 degrees this afternoon, a few degrees above that average of 63, and then heading on in towards the morning hours, well, we were in the mid-30s, so a little bit below that 43-degree average. Funny thing is, when you put everything together, today was actually spot on for the average for this time of year. Meanwhile, as we take a look at your outdoor conditions right now, we're looking at 63 degrees in Atlanta. We're going to be seeing temperatures much warmer than what we saw this time yesterday, and winds finally have subsided just a bit. Now down out of the southwest at about 8 miles an hour. That southwesterly wind is what's helping to warm us up. You notice we do have that cold front back out towards the west. That could bring us a few isolated clouds, maybe a sprinkle or so overnight. Anything that does move through should be on the very light, drizzly, misty side. So it's something just to kind of keep in mind. In fact, most of it should be happening while we're asleep. In other words, gone by the morning hours. Outdoors right now, very comfortable across North Georgia. We're talking upper 50s to lower 60s. Atlanta and Rome are warm spots in the mid 60s. Carrollton, LaGrange, Thomaston at 61, 62 in Athens, 60 in Covington and Eatonton. Meanwhile, 59 in Griffin, and then mid 50s for the North Georgia mountains. These temperatures, though, much warmer than what we saw this time yesterday, all because of that southerly wind pulling in that warm air off the Gulf of Mexico. Almost everyone looking at about 10 to 20 degrees right now warmer than they were during the 7 o'clock hour yesterday. So a very, very interesting kind of turn of events there. But that's some good news. You know, we kind of wanted the warmth a little bit to help us feel a little more like spring. Now, the other thing is pollen. Well, believe it or not, it actually dropped as we went into today, so down into the moderate category. Our tree pollen is the main culprit there. And the reason that happened, though, is because our mornings the last 2 days were so chilly. In fact, a lot of the metro was below freezing, and that kind of puts a pause on the pollen production from the trees. But those 30s are over. We're back into the 50s at night, 70s during the day for tomorrow, so we do expect high pollen counts to return until we get to Monday. And the reason for that is rain on Sunday and early Monday could help to bring those pollen levels back down to a more pleasant level, I guess would be the best thing to say. I know for you allergy sufferers, it's not very pleasant at all. But the flip side of that is we're still in moderate to high. We haven't even gotten into the peak of pollen season where we're going to be looking at extreme amounts. And that's really going to cause a lot of folks to suffer. Now, temperatures overnight fairly steady. In fact, getting down to about 53 by tomorrow morning. And you'll notice a lot of folks around North Georgia are going to be looking in the upper 40s to lower 50s. So not a big spread between the mountains and our southern viewing area. And the reason for that is that southerly wind helping to bring in some warmer air aloft. Now, by the time we get to tomorrow, a warmer afternoon. Peaks of sunshine as we go throughout the day, but by the evening hours, we do expect to see cloud cover rolling back into the picture. All of that in advance of our next First Alert weather day on Sunday. So enjoy your Saturday. It's definitely the best of the 2 days to get any outdoor activities in. Most of us south of I-85 and I-20 are going to be looking at the mid-70s. North of that, upper 60s to lower 70s. So what's causing all of that, you've heard me mention it, it's the high pressure system in the Gulf. It's giving us that southerly flow, helping to really raise that temperature. But off towards the west, we have our next system over the southern plains that is going to be moving in our direction. So as we head into Sunday, you notice during the morning hours, we're going to see those showers arrive. The heavier rain is going to stay to the south on Sunday, and that's just because the low is taking a more southerly route. Now, Sunday afternoon, we get a little bit of a dry slot that kind of moves in. You see the blank there. But by Monday morning, the backside of the system with that trough starts to slide through as well. Basically, the trough is an area of low pressure, but it doesn't have a closed center around it. So it's just kind of a little loft in the atmosphere, but it's still enough to cause lift, and that lift helps to cause rain. So you'll notice, unfortunately, for that Monday morning commute, you'll be seeing a little bit of wetness out there as you start the day. And also, while the rain is in place, both Sunday and Monday, we're going to be looking at much cooler air in place. Now, as for that 7-day forecast, don't forget the other big thing this weekend, Saturday night into Sunday, we do have our time change. We're going to spring forward. So most of our clocks now, I know, automatically set themselves, but for certain appliances, if you're me, it's going to be your car, your radio, or your oven, and your microwave are the three you're going to have to remember. But we lose that hour of sleep on Saturday, so keep in mind Sunday morning. Although mornings are going to be a little darker because we've shifted the daylight a bit, but at least we'll have a little more sunshine in the evening. Not that you'll notice Sunday with the clouds in place. Now, by Monday, again, that First Alert weather day, Thankfully, mainly in the morning. By the afternoon, I'm forecasting mostly sunny skies. And then as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, absolutely gorgeous out there. We're going to be seeing 74 for Tuesday, 78, maybe an 80 degrees on Wednesday. And models are having a little bit of difficulty with our next system beyond this. That's going to be possibly Thursday. They'll have a better handle on it once we get past Sunday and Monday. But the good news is it doesn't look like it's going to cool us down. By Friday, if that system moves through, we're going to be seeing clearing skies and highs back into the mid-70s.